Hello crafty llamas! In this video I'll be showing you the Symfonie interchangeable deluxe set of knitting needles. So this set comes in a clear vinyl case. In the set you get your knitting needles, so in there you have 8 pairs of knitting needles ranging in sizes from 3.5 all the way up to 8mm. You also have a little how-to guide in terms of connecting your needles, using the end caps and everything else that you get in there, which is quite handy. You have a little pouch to pop all your cables in and to keep them all together, which is a nice little touch from KnitPro. And then you have, here we are, 4 interchangeable cables. So the cables are all colour coordinated. So the neon green or yellow is your 60cm cable, which is the shortest. You then have 2 of the orange, which are your 80cm cable, and then you have your red, which is the 100cm cable. They all come with their own end caps and tightening key, which can then be used to tighten the cable to your needle. And in addition to that, you also have a set of cable connectors and an additional tightening key in there, which can be used to lengthen your cable. So I'm just going to show you quickly how to connect your KnitPro needles and cables. So let's start with the 4mm. So when you grab your kind of needle and cable, move it out of the way so you can see, it just screws on like so, and tightens just like that. If you do want to tighten it a little bit more, then I'll show you how to do that as well. When you are tightening your cable and assembling your cable and needle, I would recommend holding onto the metal part of your cable and needle to prevent this join here between the wood and the metal from weakening over time. So then you know that that is going to be a nice sturdy, like that. That's not unscrewing at all for me, so it creates a really nice tight join. These needles all have their sizes. I don't know if you can see that. So if you can see that, that is a 3.5mm needle. They're all kind of painted onto the side. From my experience, I do have some of these needles at home. Those do fade over time, so it is definitely worth investing in a needle gauge. Another handy feature of this set is each needle has its own little section in the case. So you can see here there are little sections for you to pop your needles in. So if you didn't want to keep them on this elasticated cardboard, what you can do is then place them in their own little slots just inside the case to keep them nice and safe, just like so. And what my mum has done as well, which is really, really clever, because she's got this set at home. She's quite an avid knitter, so she invested quite early on in a good set of needles. She got, this isn't the most kind of attractive way of doing it, sorry mum, but you can get little post-it notes and pop them in the bottom saying what size they are, so that when glancing at it you can kind of quite quickly determine which ones you do and don't have in your set, which ones are in use for example, or which ones you've put down somewhere that you probably shouldn't have put them down. The case is quite large, so you've got plenty of room for all your cables, needles and any extras that you like to carry around when you're knitting. So if you had any stitch markers, or if you had like a little go pouch which has got like your yarn cutter or scissors or anything like that in it, and your darning needles, then they would definitely fit in this case. So that's a nice little added bonus. If you did just want to keep your needles on the cardboard, then the cardboard has each individual size just labelled just above the needles. So there is that. All the Symfonie needles have the trademark colourful chevron pattern. Personally, I think they look really fab. I really like that pattern, and yeah, I'm a bit of a sucker for anything colourful, to be completely honest with you. I have used these needles for a long time. I started knitting when I was about 14, 15, so I've been knitting for about 12 years now. And these are the needles that I learned to knit on when I did get my own. But as far as needles go, especially wooden ones, they are really, really smooth. They work with a variety of yarns and they don't snag at all. They have a what I would call a bit of a polished wood effect. So they're really smooth, like I said, don't snag and won't split your yarn. Whether you're using kind of a synthetic or a like a natural base yarn. These are really, really fab needles to get, and I would recommend anyone to invest in a good set of needles once they've discovered their passion for knitting. So this is my finished video for the Symfonie Interchangeable Deluxe set of interchangeable needles. If you have enjoyed this video, please let me know by commenting below and liking it. We do have weekly videos, so please subscribe to my channel. Our social handle is Crafty Llama UK, so you can find us on various platforms using that. And of course you can purchase this set from our Etsy store, which will be linked below. That's it for this week's video, but I'll be back with another one for you next week. Bye!